Hello all, this is Koal05 playing Dark Souls 3 Convergence. Look, I can't even really remember where I was at with this game. I probably got few too many series going on at this point. But anyway, we'll see how we go. I needed a little bit of space from Star Wars Fallen Order. That game just frustrated me. Probably end up just dropping the difficulty of it. Where are all these enemies? Yeah. No, it's not bad. End of my week. My sort of first week on leave, really, actually. Pretty good. Whoa. I just had the most entertaining morning. I was watching Zero Lenny's. He had a new video out. Jesus. And where he feeds Dark Souls 2 crossbow play, but with a Wii Zapper remote. Anyway, it's funny ads. Standard Zero Lenny type content. Very entertaining. Oh, that's right. This is my build. That's right. That's what I'm supposed to do. Put all this stuff on. No, fuck it. I don't have patience to wait for that. Yeah, that guy. I don't know. I do like when. Look, I'm obviously a Dark Souls 2 fan. Any positive rap or people just creating more content on it, I'm all for it. But I definitely acknowledge its flaws as well. But yeah, it was a good video to watch. Anyway, yeah, get into it. The other thing, what else did I do? This morning I bought a new little indie game. It's called, what's it called? Star Sector. It was previously called Starfarer or something like that. Anyway, it's like just a 2D top-down space exploration game, and yeah, it's definitely supposed to be. It's in the vein of like Space Pirates and Zombies, yeah, and that's a bit of a older game now, but a game that I didn't really like at the time. Definitely like the first one. The second one, I couldn't really. The second one went to 3D, and I could not really get into it, but I think for a little chill out afternoon session, I'll get into that. Anyway, what's the point of it? Yeah, so I guess look, I guess kind of like, I don't really want to say this, but like a little bit like Diablo in space sort of thing. You fly around with a little ship, you beat other ships, you gain all your equipment and like level up and all that. Have a skill progression. What do you call it? Ability progression and all that. And yeah, just I'll give it a go. I'll give it a go, and I'll tell you if I enjoy it. Probably get into that this afternoon. What's this thing doing? And where is it? Increase lightning damage or 10% reduces military. Is it any other? Not too bad. Might be able to stack up some stuff later in the game. Of course. Yeah, I think the more I play Star Wars Fallen Order, the more I want to play Star Wars Force Unleashed. Yes, doesn't make much sense at all, but yeah, just want to reminisce with the old game and have far less, far more like Force ability and sort of Star Wars lightsaber gameplay sort of thing. But Star Wars is like its own. It kind of is its own genre, isn't it? Maybe. Some people. Either way, yeah, I'm just kind of remembering why I wasn't super keen on that game and kind of why I dropped out of it. But anyway, worst case, I'll probably just drop it down the difficulty and just speed through most of it. Where am I? course. No, but this is back to being familiar again. I'm a little bit concerned actually. My laptop is probably on its last probably couple of at least probably 1 year of life left. I should probably migrate some of my stuff over. Would be great to finish off my Cinders series first though, but yeah. Yeah, which I will definitely have to do by the end of my leave. I got my COVID booster shot yesterday. Yeah, was it yesterday? It was the day before. You know, I just shattered. I also played a heap of sport yesterday as well, like subbing in for other teams. But yeah, by the end of it, I was wrecked. Very, very tired. But I'm getting better today. Hopefully get a couple of videos out. Where was she? Is it just shooting lightning instead of fire? Because I thought traditionally like they would be firing fire arrows. But I think that's lightning. Oh, doesn't really make a difference. Yeah, it is lightning, 100%. Cool. I mean, I guess it's not that much of a change or improvement or anything, but I was just curious that that is different. Wasn't there something here? Well, usually there was something here. Whatever. Full damage. I don't like how aggressive these guys are. Guard break you. I think that's just, that ring is just physical damage. Physical damage for 15. Cool. Alright, what's next? What's next? What's next? We've gone up, we've gone down. We probably need to go over here at least once. Sorry, shouldn't be an excuse, but I am a little bit lost where I am right now in this run through. That's right, we do have to still jump down here once at least. Red to the stone. If I was good, I'd be able to use that. Is it still 25%? Where are you? Where are you? Where are you? God damn, pick a button. Doesn't even tell me. I think it's 25% at low health. I was just curious, like, definitely Cinders, well, you can affix them, as I've probably already mentioned it a couple of times. So you can bring them to +1, +2, up to +5, and you can also, oh, you'll be able to see what the actual stats are in the description. The rings get affixed. Honestly, I'm kind of waiting to see if they do another update before the break period. I'm not expecting it, but I definitely will, just to the popularity of those videos, there's being that they're like the versioning I've kept in the title, and I do like that. That's if, as part of my plan was wanting to cover a changelog update, just to sort of demonstrate some of the things, if they work, if they don't, the possible benefits and negatives to them. I have liked that. No, as I said, like once I first got onto that series, I would have loved someone to make content, but hey, if no one else can do it, I will definitely jump on and try to cover it as best as I can. I think I've got enough background of that mod now, the game mechanics of it. Yeah, so I'll definitely continue to do that. the devs are keen to continue to put updates out. Seems like they are. Let's see the them. And definitely, well, yeah, I'll definitely do a vanilla run of Elden Ring, but hey, if it's got mods like this, that will be amazing as well. Just longevity of that game. Which, yeah, again, I won't need to tell you how excited I am for it. All right, let's just go full on all about it, getting around it in it. So yeah, headless. We're about to play this. It's a headless knight, dude. Replacing the armor, Dragon Slayer armor. But it's pretty much similar moves, I think. Nope, I take that back. He's similar moves to Gundyr. That better not be. Yeah, it's good. I still got my fathers. Got the timing for that kick. Oh, I keep forgetting to show you my stats and my gear. Probably would have helped me as well. My stuff. Oh, too early. The move effects that they've been able to change across, but then there's a lot of these custom ones as well. Yeah, I just want to move back. I just want to fight this one. Oh, I did dodge. Still have all fathers? Please don't turn me off the edge. First hit. Yeah, so just like really just get into my head about how different this game is to Jedi Fallen Order. And Jedi Fallen Order really just should not have been a Souls-like, in my opinion now. It should have just been an action type game. An action exploration type game. They could have still had that Metroidvania stuff in it, but just the combat they just did not time well. Yeah, the hitboxes don't seem right. The wind-ups, the attack animations, they just did not have the pedigree of a game like this. Yeah, it should have just turned into a mash the A button and beat shit sort of thing. I think even looking at Force Unleashed, its combat wasn't. Go for the edge. I don't even know where I am. Probably even, oh no, I wouldn't even say it's just the roll. Because, yeah, definitely the ones that I'm the big... No, actually, I was just going to say it's the non-humanoid enemies, like the big frogs, the troll thing that I was just fighting last episode. And, no, but even, like, I could not remember the dual staffed shock trooper or whatever. It's such a how much it goes full into Nazi now that I'm thinking of it. Sorry, yeah, it's really. They got the black shock troopers, very similar to the special forces of the Nazi regimes and stuff. Anyway, I did, in one of my earlier videos, I was making a bit of comparison to what the Star Wars movies were. Oh, this is definitely in Lord of the Rings and Star Wars, their first novelizations. The stories were written kind of post-war to victory, sort of, or war and victory type series, and it's just more definitely Star Wars kind of really forgotten that, really forgotten the origins of what those stories were intended to be about when they first writing. Anyway, that is whole aside. Really, more to the point that I was starting was just that I couldn't really how aggressive those characters were. My first playthrough, I felt like I had a bit of more stronger playing. What did I say? I could like understand sort of the combat, the timing that I needed to. But maybe it's just me now into this instance, know that I have to be quite good at what I was doing, particularly in there's very little room for mistakes. I'm still pretty thankful about how much resistance I have on this character. Oh, there's like a ditch. Oh, caught up again. This character's got to go a little resistant. Oh, he probably is. Oh, I don't actually have this guy. Yeah, so he probably is resistant to lightning damage, but it doesn't really matter because I'm not doing that anymore. Stamina. I just wanted to finish you. Cool. Yeah, definitely Fallen Order. Like some enemy attacks have got next to no telegraphing whatsoever, and then others have huge wind-ups, and you're just like, okay, now I'm dodging too early. And just like the tracking for some things. Anyway, that's my gripes on it. But yeah, here, and maybe it's, I've got probably got a few years of Dark Souls heritage that built up. I guess, having said that, even getting into Dark Souls 1 and 2 from playing 3, or even Bloodborne for that matter as well. Oh yeah, and definitely Sekiro, you have to really change up. Yeah, I did remember first playing Sekiro and going, like, this is not Souls, how do you play this game? That was definitely a bit different. First one of those guys. No, and I did enjoy Sekiro. I just didn't feel like it had the replayability that I'd have for all these other games. It still was quite amazing, and I love the color palette. I think I've definitely mentioned this before.
Ah, salutations, Ashen One. Thou art in luck. I have recently acquired several new curios that may pique thy fancy.
Curios? Churros? Checks. I've already got this set, I think. Oh, I have no idea what I've got actually. Let's just buy it. What the fuck is? Oh, maybe we can't buy it all. Oh, that was a lot of souls. Oh, was this the same set? Oh, is this the same dude that I saw like ages ago? Probably
very good, my friend.
Anyway, but yeah, I did think I should just leave the dialogue, the voice acting. It's quite good actually, considering this mod is quite good. It is quite good. I am curious to see. Way to jump on the gun on this comment for sure, but particularly the last outing that From Software had for at least the Soulsborne games with Sekiro was very light on the DLC, so I'm guessing they never had thoughts or wants to do DLC, whereas I'm sure the community, myself, was just like, yes, let's get DLC, we need it, not need it, but we want it, we just want more of this game. Yeah, me included, really. As I said, longevity. They did add in the boss rush mode, which was good. I guess it's very non-traditional, as they haven't really wanted to do that in any other games, any other of the Soulsborne games. There's only really get that in the modding community. Let's see if we can just rush this dude and kill him outright. Just get hit. Where is it? It's not here? Okay. And so my comment, which I was going to start off with, is what was their plan for DLC in Elden Ring? I'm assuming it's going to happen. I did mention this a couple of videos ago. I can't remember what series it was on, and wanted to know. I think the idea there should be a DLC, like a hard mode DLC, the really sadist of Souls community, because there are 100% there are people that will, like the broken sword runs. I already mentioned Jerry Lennon at the start of this video, but yeah, just do some really quite difficult challenge runs and things, and to capitalize on that. I don't think you need to encourage the community. You don't need to, because they will do it themselves. But just curious about how hard you can make it, and just testament to what Cinders has included, particularly with the enemy spawn locations. Like any veteran Souls person will tell you. I mean, even the better ones won't even care about this now. They will juggle multiple enemies at once. But if you're going to try and do a no-hit run, I would think that most would say one enemy at a time. Like just draw them out, have your little safe space, draw them back one at a time, because it's far easier to deal with just one than a whole horde. Anyway, simple stuff, but yeah, adding enemy locations, and I do think the density of enemies so far, what we've seen, granted there's a lot of open world exploration running around on your mount, on Torrent, whatever his name is. I don't want to call him a horse, because he's not a horse. He's a, what's the correct wording there? Four-legged, what's that? Non-bipedal, yeah. Steed. Anyway, I don't know if steed means horse. I know that steed just means something that you can mount and ride. Oh, here you are. Anyway, what is the point? Love for a DLC that just ups up the difficulty. You've played it once or twice before in vanilla, alright, now DLC time comes around, add all of new content, areas, NPCs, story, lore. That's probably the main points of what a DLC would have, and the community would expect to have. And but definitely, you could see the difficulty rise in Dark Souls 1, 2, and 3. Oh yeah, and what do you call that one? And Bloodborne. Definitely the DLC of Bloodborne was ridiculous, but still very good, and painted so much of that backstory. I unfortunately, I bought Bloodborne quite late. I didn't know much about much of the community actually, but at stage I think I probably just played Dark Souls 2, and I was probably getting hyped for Dark Souls 3, and maybe I'd played like my third attempt at Dark Souls 2, probably had finished it by that once. By the time Bloodborne was on the table, and I did not realise that Bloodborne was actually a From Software game for a good while. A lot of, I was just listening to maybe one or two video game journalists, not really selecting more reputable people, but they were just sort of saying Bloodborne's just a clone, like a bad clone of and I was so upset that I had that approach. I was telling people, no, I'm not going to bother with it, because it's just, it's a lesser version. It was such a wrong take. Anyway, what the point was that the start of that conversation was I bought Bloodborne with the Game of the Year edition, so it had the DLC in it. So I'm not sure what was just base game and what was DLC. At least from more perspective in that as well. But more to the point was how much it branched out the whole fishing hamlet and equality, all that sort of stuff. But the clock tower fight with the Maria, oh my god. I've never had so much waifu before as well. That's just a boss that I don't think I've beaten it, but like a legitimate beat, as in I've only really beat her with using the stagger mechanic, using your pistol, which I think definitely encouraged throughout the entire game, or the entire playthrough of Bloodborne. But she's you should fight her one-on-one, melee versus melee. I guess she has a few spells in there and a bit later, so you definitely use the old quick step in that. But he's very prone to, very easy to counter, very easy to parry and riposte. And yeah, most times I've fought her. I wouldn't say I'd be able to kill her on the first attempt, and most of the time when I've fought her, I've just stacked up all of my, what do you call them, riposte, like riposte to give you back health, riposte to give more damage and all that sort of stuff. But yeah, definitely a quality character, quality lore background, quality boss fight. Quality boss room, I guess, as well. Nothing too sort of janky with that. Nothing too, other than the parry and riposte, which is kind of intended in the game. To my knowledge, there's not too much there that you need to cheese. have too much jank in that fight. Anyway, just full on gush from me. Except the worst area, I hate the area just before that. Oh shit. That kind of asylum place with the stairs. Oh, it's an invader. Oh, sorry, NPC. I'll put some light so you can actually see this fight. And not do that. Where I am now. Need more light. Don't you heal up. Don't you heal up. Don't throw shit at me. Now that overwhelming. Frustrating getting hit by the spells. Yeah, so DLC. Elden Ring. Way too early to start calling this one out. I hope they do sit on it for maybe even like 2 years even. Let the vanilla game, and even a few mods come out, but yeah, let the vanilla game really, everyone find out all the stuff for it. I really don't know what the general rollout, like, or roadmap is for like updates and yeah, and additional content. Yeah, jeez, I was gonna say like, about also where I want to go. You guys just kill yourselves. Go. Too many enemies. Doing enough housekeeping. Can't use that just yet. Should I should just kill this guy. Try and do the exploration stuff that I usually do. Yeah, I definitely when Elden Ring comes out, I'll probably buy it immediately. What is that, in February now? Oh, damn, I would love to have it over the break period now. And I'm not used to doing like blind run-throughs. I wouldn't say I'm the best at understanding, definitely a terrible understanding of the lore perspective, but also like traps and NPC interactions. I hate when you have to make a decision and you know, you're not going to be able to like see the other side of that transition, the other side of that interaction until you've like finished the game. Which I'm sure there'll be new game cycles. They're almost guaranteed by that stage. Of course, what even Sekiro had a new game cycle, right? Anyway, but I think yeah, before I get Barty's lore throughs and anyone else who gives the things you missed or the tips and tricks of how to... I'll definitely be doing blind run-throughs. I think I watched a fair amount of the network test. I don't think I've got a huge amount of insights from that, but I guess maybe I have. I've seen a few boss fights and stuff now. And a bit of an understanding of what their movesets are going to be like. Yeah, maybe. Either way, my point being is that my first couple of plays and recordings should just be exploring the world and enjoying it, I think. But yeah, criticism I do have already. I've mentioned this already before, but just the colour palette. I'm a little bit. I think it's a little bit tired of it. Bloodborne's was really dark, but it had its really good gothic themes. And Sekiro had some really amazing areas, architecture, and even when you got to oh, what do you call that area? The big lightning area. Anyway, that area was like very lovely. Very colourful colour palette as well. For a game that is, you know, about death and decay. Is that much decay? Well, yeah, Dragonrot and stuff, but not so much as, well, particularly this game. And this game too, it's credit to the lore side of it. It's about the world that's sort of dying. It's reached into its sort of life cycle, and it's clinging to the light, and actually even the cycles they're not really doing. So yeah, it's all, everything is old, is aging, is declining. But yeah, it still would have been nice if they had some fresh, colourful, bright areas and stuff. Even Dark Souls 2 had various range. Some of them did look ugly as, but I guess if my rose-tinted eyes can well, yeah, appreciate for one, but also go, yep, we need to move on from this. Oh, did I just... Oh, no. Teleported away again already? Surely I should have put more defibs on. Got everything on? Oh, no, I don't. Did the job anyway.